The basic definition of land pollution is the destruction and contamination of the land through the direct and indirect actions of humans. This results in changes to the land such as soil erosion. Some of the changes are irreversible while others are not. There are several known causes of land pollution. Of those, there are 5 factors that contribute more than others.
Deforestation is the act of destroying and clearing of forests in order to make land available for other uses. The soil is loosened in the process, and without the protection of the trees, the land becomes barren over time and starts to erode.
Pesticides and insecticides. It is part of the farming process to protect crops. The chemicals involved are nitrogen and phosphorus, which cause the land to become barren. This then causes the once fertile soil to become more susceptible to environmental elements such as the wind. Industrialization. Even though the Industrial Revolution has resulted in significant positive changes to the economy and society, it has led to significant pollution in the land. This occurs through unsafe disposal practices of chemicals used in manufacturing, poor regulation, and the overwhelming number of industries and factories that are polluting the land daily. This has become one of the main contributors to pollution problems.
Mining. The mining process can lead to the creation of large open spaces beneath the surface of the earth. This can result in the land caving in, which compromises the integrity of the land.
Landfill and litter are the main attributes of land pollution. The garbage found at landfills is filled with toxins that eventually seep into the earth. During rains, these toxins are washed into the other areas and the pollution is spread. As the population grows, the amount of garbage filling landfills also grows.
Litter, as well as landfills, entails garbage such as diapers, cigarette butts, soda cans, foam plates and cups, beer bottles, and especially plastic objects such as cups, plates, bags, bottles, and many more. All of these can be seen almost everywhere you go. In fact, just in America, 250 million tons of trash is produced each year. So imagine all of the trash produced by every country in just one year.
The effects of land pollution do not necessarily appear overnight. It's the result of long-term destruction from human activities. It leads to far-reaching consequences that can be catastrophic for water, soil, and animals. What follows are several possible consequences of land pollution to the environment and animals.
The first effect is groundwater poisoning. Depending on the soil and whether the chemicals were improperly disposed of on the land, the chemicals could end up in the groundwater. This process is known as leaching. It can occur on farms, industrial sites, and landfills. Water nutrient enrichment. Chemicals such as nitrogen are used frequently on farms. Only a small portion of nutrients end up benefiting the crops, so the remainder usually ends up in water that is populated by fish, algae, and other life forms. The nutrient-heavy water saps most of the oxygen in the water, which leaves little for fish and other life. When this happens, the water is unable to support most life forms. This is also known as eutrophication.
Loss of topsoil. As chemical fertilizers and pesticides are used to maintain crops, the topsoil's composition becomes altered. The soil becomes more susceptible to harmful fungus species and begins to erode. The earth loses approximately 25 billion tons of valuable topsoil each year.
Shifting habitat. As deforestation and soil erosion progress, animals are forced to find shelter and food. For some animals, the change is traumatic, and this has led to some dying. As a result, some species are at greater risk of extinction.
Increase of wildfires. The dry conditions by pollutants in the soil help to create the perfect environment for wildfires. The fires can grow quickly because of the dry conditions and widening area of the polluted land.
Apart from affecting the environment, it also has effects on humans. The impact of land pollution is not limited just to the earth and animals. Humans can also experience negative consequences that can influence quality of life and health. Some of the potential consequences include birth defects, the development of breathing disorders, skin disease, and cancer. Most of these develop after exposure to waste from water poisoning and soil contamination. Land pollution has also been linked to the development of deficits in children. Chemicals that are commonly found in contaminated soil and water, such as lead, have an impact in a child's cognitive development even if the exposure is very low.
The negative consequences of land pollution can be greatly reduced with the cooperation of everyone. By making a conscious effort to contribute to a safer environment, the health and well-being of all can be protected.
A solution would be to properly dispose waste. This focuses on treating waste and disposing it in the safest manner possible. Another way is to reuse materials. This helps to reduce the need for harvesting of resources. Many products can be reused to make alternative items. For instance, plastic bottles can be used to substitute flower pots.
Thirdly, reducing the usage of non-biodegradable materials, such as plastic shopping bags. The simple act of switching to a reusable cloth bag for groceries can help cut down on the need for non-biodegradable materials.
Other effective solutions for land pollution are to join or form cleanup campaigns as well as to create awareness.
Without taking measures to reduce pollution levels, permanent changes to the land can occur. The adverse changes to the environment due to land pollution are subtle, but the problem is much bigger than it appears. By making a conscious effort to contribute to a safer environment, the health and well-being of all can be protected. Hi guys, we hope you enjoyed our video on land pollution. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more videos.
The dry conditions by pollutants in the soil help to create the perfect environment for wildfires. Oh my gosh, who laughed?
The once fertile soil is then more
Industrialization. The Industrial Revolution may have resulted in significant positive changes to the economy and society, but